Hi everyone, it's Miss Emily from Career Works at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Western Pennsylvania, and I am here today to talk to you about power skills. So, what are power skills, you might wonder? Power skills are more often referred to as soft skills, but the soft part makes them sound easy or not important, and so we prefer to refer to them as power skills, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So, to define power skills or soft skills, these are career attributes and skills which are vital, necessary for work. They enable people to navigate their work environment, to work well with others, to work through issues, to perform well, and to achieve their goals by complementing hard skills. And hard skills we'll talk about in a second. Those are more specific to particular industries. So we call them power skills because they're actually the most important. They are transferable to any career path, any industry or company. So we will also refer to them as transferable skills because once you learn this skill, you can use it in any job. So it's important to start with that basis of learning those power skills before you learn your hard skills. Now, your hard skills are industry-specific knowledge and skills. For instance, in medicine, you need to have an awareness of what medicines are used for what, how to administer medicine, how to treat patients, how to interact with patients. Those would be hard skills in the medical field. In tech, for instance, you have hardware, software, coding. Those are all hard skills, things that you learn in particular because you want to work with computers. Now, there is a little bit of gray area. Hard skills are tangible and specific, but for instance, with technology is always changing and has changed a lot in the last few decades. So it used to be that not everyone needed to know how to type or how to use spreadsheets because not everyone used computers, and therefore that was really a hard skill, typing, for instance. There are a lot of people who worked in offices who were great at typing, right? And that was their hard skill for office settings. However, nowadays, everything is online, everything is on the computer. And so everyone really needs to know how to type, how to make a PowerPoint, how to kind of navigate the computer because we use it more and more in every career. So I would argue that type of technology basic skill is almost more of a soft skill nowadays. It's a power skill because it can be used in many different industries. Again, these are not soft or easy skills because they're actually pretty hard to teach. This is why there is no typical Career 101 class in traditional schools because these skills take a lot of practice. And so sometimes we might build awareness in our students, in you as a student, of a particular power skill. And then we kind of say, okay, now it's up to you to go practice it. So for example, you might learn about networking one day in one class. And they'll say networking is when you go and build connections with people in your field and you introduce yourself and you make small talk and, you follow up with them and you maintain that relationship. But other than talking about it that one time, we most often don't give students opportunities to continue to practice those skills and to better those skills. We say, if you want to go get better at networking, that's up to you. But I argue that it is our job as educators to make sure that you feel comfortable with those skills and to give you those opportunities to learn and grow. Just because these skills need to be practiced through real-world learning methods does not mean that we shouldn't provide those real-world opportunities for you all to do this. So in addition, soft skills, power skills can really play on self-understanding, which is also hard to teach. And so if you've ever taken a personality test before, you might know that different personalities might feel challenged by different power skills. They might not come as naturally to them, and therefore that person will need more lessons on how to do it. For example, if you're shy, you might have been called an introvert before. You might not like public speaking or networking, meeting people, other forms of interpersonal communication between two or more people. But if you're guided on learning that about yourself, you can understand and accept that and then find your growing edge and learn how to challenge yourself to improve those skills and how to persevere through that challenge instead of just thinking that you're bad at that skill. Again, we need to give you more opportunities to practice those skills, because really they're just like math skills or memorization, learning equations and reactions in science, or even memorizing poetry, because we can teach you those things, but not everyone is on the same level of them, right? And for different reasons. We've all had different experiences and have, again, different personalities and different mindsets that allow us to be more open to, for instance, even math. I was always naturally inclined towards math, so I didn't need as much help. But then there are students who need more help in math, and in school we provide that help for them. So we need to do the same thing for your power skills, and that's what we are here to do. Some other common power skills include communication, like I already said, articulation, being able to express your ideas well, social emotional intelligence, which is kind of being able to gauge where you are, where other people are at emotionally, and see how that might be impacting an interaction so that you can work through that. Collaboration, so working in a team, being a leader, working as a team member and contributing, working together, collaboration. And then there are some other skills too that are kind of harder to define, such as problem solving, perseverance, being willing to work through an issue, no matter how challenging it is, working through till the end. There are attitudes such as resilience and determination that are often referred to as work ethic, or flexibility, being able to change and adapt to a new environment. For instance, being able to be an online learner when you didn't expect to do that, because we are currently in a global pandemic, but there might be other situations that come up, right, that you have to adapt to, and you have to be open-minded and willing to continue to try new things. Which brings me to the last one that I was going to mention, which is continuous learning. Just being open to recognizing that you're always going to need to be learning new things and adapting and changing and growing. And so that is a list of some of the most common power skills. Again, the list can go on and on. But I hope that was a helpful introduction to power skills. And I hope that you will watch more of our videos to learn more about each individual power skill.